Hello and welcome back to the second episode of the Benchwarmers podcast. I'm Matthew Haldane, and again I am joined by Harrison Pearce. Harrison, if you just say a quick hello.
Hi, you're right. Welcome back to the bench, guys. Hope you're having a great time.
Yeah, so today we are doing a rugby episode. As Six Nations is coming up, we thought we might as well discuss it and, have a little talk about the NFL as well, because that's been going on and seems pretty hype about it. So I thought we should cover it a little bit today.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, Matt. Obviously, you know, but the viewers won't. I'm not a massive rugby fan, to be completely honest. So this might be a bit of a difficult episode for you. But I'll try and, butt in here and there with a few facts and figures about the game. Try and give you guys a bit of advice.
Yeah. Hey.
Slightly.
So I think to start, we got to cover our local rugby team.
Of course.
Coventry Rugby, obviously.
Yep.
So I got the video working this time, so I can actually show the badge.
Yes,
Look at that. See, we got a Coventry badge. So
what I want to know, where's my coat? Where's my coat?
Not getting one. You don't work for them, do you?
Wow. I did Spaceball with them.
Oh, Spaceball recording videos. Doesn't count.
Okay, fine.
So Coventry Rugby, they've been on a pretty good form this week. Last week I should say.
Yep.
They won their game against London Scottish 40-38. So I think it was a pretty close game. Seemed pretty evenly matched the entire 80 minutes. What do you think about that then?
Who are your star players for that game, by the way? Have you any star players? I don't know.
I heard Ryan Hutler was in for a shout.
Okay.
I think he's a fly half. He got quite a lot of tries. And he is actually in the top 15 try scorers for Championship Rugby this season. So
really?
He's been pretty impressive.
That's interesting. Okay, so what position does he play again, sorry?
I think fly half.
Fly half.
Yeah.
And what does a fly half do?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good question because I'm not too sure.
Well, like Harrison, I'm not fully experienced in rugby. I've just got into it.
But you do work there.
I do work there, but
Okay. I think they're also playing Cornish Pirates on Saturday, the 27th of January.
Yeah, so that's just passed.
Is it just passed? Oh god, this is bad.
So Coventry did play the Cornish Pirates, and unfortunately we lost that game.
Oh,
we lost by 3 points. It was 21-19. We were leading into half time, and I think we just threw it away at the end there. So it's a bit disappointing, but Cornish Pirates, they are a strong team. They were third originally in the standings, and we were first before that game.
Oh.
So they're now second, and we are third.
Yeah.
So that's not good.
Okay, I want to get your thoughts on. I don't know if we're doing this too soon or not with the running order, but I want to get your thoughts on some of the rugby players deciding to go to America, leaving rugby for the NFL. What are your thoughts?
I don't think it's bad people are deciding to go to the NFL.
Okay.
But clearly there's a skill difference. The NFL is not as physical as rugby is, you would say.
Yeah.
It is definitely not as weak because they got all the pads, helmets and stuff, and then rugby's like skin on bone.
Yeah, but is it? Surely they're I suppose so. But from a neutral perspective, I don't really follow both the sports, to be completely honest with you guys. So, from a neutral perspective, what are the two differences between both sports? Do you know two differences?
I know the main one is being, rugby, they have phases instead of downs and whatever they call it in American football.
Okay.
So rugby phases, I know you can continue passing the ball once you've been tackled, but in NFL, you have to stop play and then reset positions and everything.
Okay, so I think for NFL, for a try you get 6 points, right? I'm pretty sure. As a touchdown you get a try.
Touchdown it's not 6, is it?
No, I think it's 6 for a touchdown.
It's 5 or 6, I think.
I think it's 6, and then you get 2 points for when you kick it through.
Field goal. Yeah.
A field goal. Sorry. Yeah, I'm so bad at the terminology. It's terrible. But who are the 3 players going to leaving rugby for the NFL? Do you know their names?
I only know the main one.
Yep, of course.
Main one being Welsh international player Rees-Zammit.
Okay.
He's been quite good for Wales. He's been their star player for the past 3 years since 2020.
Do you know how many games he's played?
I'm not 100% sure on his games. Okay, I just know from. Well, have you seen the new Netflix documentary yet? The Six Nations one. Yeah.
Not really.
Okay, well, there's
Matt, I've got to explain myself here. Matt gave me a bit of homework to do at the weekend. He told me to watch the Six Nations documentary on Netflix, just so I got a little bit of more information about rugby in general. and I had a busy weekend. So
that's no excuse.
It's not an excuse, I promise. But I had a busy weekend, and oh my god, the mic's so close. I just forgot about it. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Welsh player Rees-Zammit, star player since 2020. He left to go join the NFL next year. He hasn't found a team yet though, so that could be concerning.
So he's like a free agent.
Pretty much a free agent. Yeah.
So he's left, and he hasn't got a club. That's a bit weird.
Yeah. He's basically left and said, "I'm here. I'm available.
Yeah.
Someone pick me up." But no one's picked him up yet.
So what happens if nobody takes him?
Well, then he's a bit screwed. He's a bit screwed.
Can he go back to rugby?
No, because in the BBC interview he said, "I've basically retired from rugby now. I want to pursue my career into American football."
How old is this guy?
He's like 24.
24.
He's really young.
I thought he said 22 on the BBC. That's crazy. That is, honestly.
He's in his young 20s. He's like
early 20s.
Nowhere near retiring age for a rugby player. Let's just say that. But he's decided already he wants to go NFL.
24. That's crazy. Yeah. How does that even happen? Does he just really hate rugby that much? Okay.
Well, he is with Wales, and Wales are pretty bad at rugby at the moment. So I wouldn't be surprised if he left just because he's with Wales. What's it? Talking about NFL.
Okay.
Ravens Chiefs. What do we think about that? That happened last night.
I did watch that game, to be honest. Patrick Mahomes showing up once again.
Patrick Mahomes.
He's good. I like him. He knows how to throw the ball, doesn't he? Come on, look at that. He throws it all so far.
Because everyone was saying this would be a game to watch because Lamar Jackson, quarterback for Ravens, obviously.
Yes.
Travis Kelce, obviously dating Taylor Swift. Big news.
Love
Chiefs
Taylor
as
Swift.
well. Hate Taylor Swift.
What?
Don't say that.
You've got to love Taylor. You can't like Taylor.
You can hate Taylor. She's got terrible music.
No, she doesn't.
Awful stuff.
I highly disagree. I went for a Taylor Swift phase about a year ago.
Oh, Harrison admitting he's a Swiftie on the podcast.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Don't hate me, please. I think the Ravens fans might hate me now, but oh well, they lost. Who cares?
Yeah, they lost 17-10.
Yeah.
I think that was the final score.
Big score difference there, isn't it?
Yeah, but Lamar Jackson, the one everyone was saying would hype him up, he did get a touchdown.
Yes.
So, in the end, he did do something.
He's a very different player to Patrick Mahomes, isn't he? If you compare the two players, obviously Patrick Mahomes is way better at throwing the ball to the other players on his team, and then Lamar Jackson, he sort of just gets the ball and runs with it straight away, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So to be honest, he's got to be good at catching as well. He's got to be good at throwing as well, but he's more of a person who gets the ball and runs with it straight away and covers ground that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that sort of style of play is a little bit too predictable. I'm not too sure. Maybe that's why the Ravens lost. I don't know, but I think there was a good little link-up play between Lamar Jackson and Beckham Jr. Sorry, because I think he caught the ball, or he made like one catch for it, and he was going crazy about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there, but he celebrated like they just won the game.
That's quite funny watching American football. They always celebrate catching it. But then like
you're just catching the ball, they celebrate it.
It's literally catching the ball,
so
like
strange.
Well done, you caught a ball. It's like basic
that's
human
your job.
stuff.
That's your job, as Roy Keane would say. But anyway, whole different sport at that point.
Yeah.
But obviously now the Chiefs go through and they've got to play what's it called, the 49ers. I'm pretty sure.
Is it San Francisco? It is San Francisco 49ers.
I'm gonna say yes because I'm not too sure. But
correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct me if I'm wrong. To be honest with you guys,
I don't know many NFL teams.
But it says here as well, Patrick Mahomes is being considered the greatest quarterback since Tom Brady. Yeah, a good little stat there.
Outrageous claims. But
do we know who said that?
The Americans themselves. So the people who are watching it.
Every single American. Or just the commentators.
No, I think it is Americans saying it. It's like comparing him to Brady.
That is a big shout, isn't it?
Yeah, because Tom Brady.
You got Tom Brady.
Even if you've never watched NFL in your life, you know who Tom Brady is.
I think he's definitely not Tom Brady levels. He can be, but he's gonna have to win a few more Super Bowls first, at least. You know.
Yeah.
I think they've only won. I think he's only won one or two.
Yeah, he's won two, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but the Detroit Lions, they lost. Yeah, no, they won. No, they lost. Detroit Lions lost to the 49ers. Score was 34-31. So that again was a pretty close game.
I've got a question for you as well about NFL, right?
Yeah.
Why do the badges look so weird?
The badges?
Yeah, like the badges. It's a bit of a random question.
I think the badges look good.
Do you reckon? No.
Yeah, the badges look sick.
No, I don't know if they are.
Compared to the
if you compare
like
to
British
football
teams.
or anything, no, football are way better than like NFL.
Nah.
For badges.
Because have you seen the Raiders badge? It's like a
The
pirate
Raiders.
skull and bone. Skull and bones.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
It's all right, but it's a bit standard, isn't it? I think I
What is he on about?
like the Ravens badge and the kits, like the purple. I like that colour scheme.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can't really tell, like, name you one off the top of my head that I like. But anyway, that's a bit of a random topic, bit of a random.
Nah, best one has to be. I think the Ravens one's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple. It's got good colours. Rams,
Rams.
I don't mind the Rams. It's like a thunderbolt, but I kind of like it.
They're the one that
They won the 22.
The Arsenal owner, he Stan Kroenke, doesn't he own them or something like that?
Yeah,
and they won the Super Bowl.
They won the Super Bowl 22. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then.
But not too sure.
I think the Raiders have a good badge.
Bit of a side note, anyways. Should we get back on the rugby, maybe?
Let's continue with the rugby because I'm pretty sure most of our viewers aren't American.
Yeah, and it's more rugby based this episode.
So
we're going to be off on a tantrum. Sorry, guys.
So yeah, we talked to Coventry.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we're now third in the championship standings.
Yep.
They came out with an announcement today, 2:00.
Okay.
They are playing England under-20s after the season ends.
Very interesting.
Do we think that could be pretty good for bringing in an audience for them?
Of course it will be, playing against England under-21s, right?
Yeah, under-20s, yeah.
Under-20, sorry. Some great competition there. It'd be a very good match. Good little lineup.
Yeah, I think that'll be good for Coventry as well, because they've been doing quite a lot. I know personally, because I've been working with them, that they've been doing a lot to promote their team and promote Championship Rugby as a whole to get a wider audience, because the RFU keeps saying Championship Rugby is just not good enough and they want to cut costs for it and everything.
Okay. Do we know any key players or star players that are going to be playing in that game, maybe for either Coventry or England?
Not sure about England because again, my knowledge is pretty limited on under 20 England rugby.
Let's do Coventry then.
So Coventry, I know World Cup player Pat Pellegrini.
Yes.
He played for Tonga. He'll be there.
Okay.
I think he'll be very good because he's leading. I think he's leading points in the most points earned by a single player.
Yes. So he currently sits second in most points made by a single person this season. And is it Ryan Huntler?
Hutler, yeah.
Ryan Hutler and James Martin are both in the top 10 tries.
Yeah.
Try scorers this season, sorry. Just reading it off the notes.
Yeah, so they both have. I think Cov does have the stronger lineup from what I've seen.
Okay.
They've been winning their games when they have won them kind of comfortably, other than the occasional fluke here and there. They haven't lost a lot either, but I think it could be an interesting watch. I think if you ever have a free day off, you should definitely go watch that game in person because the atmosphere at Butts Park Arena is pretty loud, pretty good.
I remember obviously we've worked a little bit with Coventry Rugby last season, didn't we, for the Spaceball Challenge?
Yeah.
Check that on YouTube. Give it that little plug.
Give it a little shout out.
On Coventry Rugby's YouTube channel. But even the stadium there was it's such a good stadium, isn't it? Great conditions.
Very well kept.
Very big stadium, great capacity. All the fans love it. So it'd be a good little get together for you and your friends, I suppose.
Yeah.
But should we move on to the National Rugby maybe?
Yeah, National Rugby, big news.
Yeah.
We've got some big news.
What should we?
Owen Farrell, have you ever heard of him?
I have.
Owen Farrell, England captain. He's decided to leave Saracens after 15 years.
Yep.
Imagine being loyal to a club for 15 years.
15 years, that's
and then
crazy.
leaving.
That's
all of that.
15 years. You can do a lot in 15 years, can't you? Playing for one
hell
club.
of a lot.
How many? I don't know. How many championships did he win? Is that the right terminology? I don't know.
I think last time I read it was 6.
6.
I think he won 6.
Okay.
With Saracens.
Yeah,
I'm not sure though.
Good.
Correct me if I'm wrong again. My knowledge is still pretty bad at this, but.
So he's gone to play for the French league side Racing 92. Is that it?
Racing 92. Yeah. I think they're one of the top teams in France. So I'm not surprised that he's gone there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not too sure about Racing 92. To be honest,
never heard of the French league.
I didn't think there was a French league. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, me neither. Never heard of a French league.
I've never heard of French league in rugby. But
I think another thing, Six Nations coming up.
6 Nations.
Do we have a country favourite?
I'm gonna.
Because it's between
Ireland,
Wales, England, Scotland, Italy, and Ireland and France are the world number 1 and number 2 for rugby in the world. So
Ireland
who do we think is going to be winning that?
Surely you've got to back your own nation, haven't you? You got to say England. You know.
Yeah, but England haven't been that good.
Have they not?
They've won their games here and there, but
Who
World
were
Cup wise,
the best England players?
Farrell, Itoje, Ellis
Okay.
Genge, he's been pretty good, and they got Marcus Smith as well.
These names are just going over my head. I don't really watch rugby. I'm sorry, guys. I need to start watching more sports.
Yeah, well, that's the aim of this podcast, isn't it? We got to get into more sports. We got to
keep
expand our horizon.
But that's why I'm sitting on the bench. You know.
Yeah.
That's why
exactly.
I'm not great at these sports. I watch a few. I don't watch all of them.
Yeah.
I'll stand on the bench for now.
Yeah. So then Marcus Smith, he's been pretty good.
Yeah.
By the way, all these names I'm getting from the Netflix documentary, so don't attack me in the comments saying, "Oh, you're only naming the names people know." This is all I know. I've only watched the Netflix documentary and a few World Cups.
I really should have watched it the weekend. This is not good. Yeah. So France are the current title holders, but can Ireland beat them? Who knows? I reckon France. It has to be France again. If they won it the first time round, or last year, sorry, surely they can do it the second time. They've got to keep that momentum going, haven't they?
Yeah, well, you say that, but what's it? Ireland have beaten France multiple times.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind, guys.
And then, what's it? Also in the World Cup,
yeah,
France and Ireland were called out to win it between all the teams, and France lost to South Africa. Come on, that's what we like. We like it. And then New Zealand beat Ireland. So. And South Africa, New Zealand, they were 3rd, 4th in world standings. So they're not even the top teams, and they still beat the world number 1s and number 2s. So I do think France, Ireland could. I mean, let's be honest, they probably will. One of them will win it. But I wouldn't count my.
So those two are definitely the favourites.
They're definitely the favourites, but I don't think if they don't have good form, they will not win it. I think Scotland is in there for a shout because they've been fairly decent.
So for the Six Nations, who's the main team, the underdog team basically, who could go in there and beat either France and Ireland?
I think Scotland because they've been on good form recently.
Okay. Not England?
Nah, not England. I don't think they have it in them to win it.
How far could England go for the Six Nations?
Ooh, well, I think England will beat Italy, Wales.
Yeah.
Fairly comfortably.
Okay.
I mean, if they don't, that is pretty shocking from England.
A little bit embarrassing.
A little embarrassing.
Is that too of a strong word? I don't know.
No, I do think if they don't beat those two teams, they're definitely going to be struggling.
Okay. Cool. I don't know how long we've got left. Should we move on, or do you want to? I'm not too sure.
We got plenty of time.
Yeah. Should we speak about maybe international rugby? Is that a thing? I don't know. Should we?
Well, international rugby worldwide.
Yeah, because you did mention
I've got
South Africa, didn't you?
Yeah, so little backstory.
Come on, then.
So
let's hear it.
A little story for the podcast viewers and listeners. So originally, I got into rugby because of my dad.
Okay, cool.
My dad and my entire family are all from South Africa, so
yep.
Of course they're going to follow a South African team. They follow a team called the Sharks, or Hollywood Bet Sharks as they're now called.
Okay.
Probably
nice little branding.
Greatest team in South Africa, even though we are 16th in the standings currently this year. So it's not going well this year.
Mid-table?
Bottom table.
Bottom of the table.
It's not going well, but yeah. So as well as Coventry, internationally I support the Sharks as well because family traditions. So
they're your local team.
Yeah, obviously. And then so we went through to we play in the league called the United Rugby Championships, which is teams from England, Ireland, and I think South Africa as well. Correct me if I'm wrong again. I'm still new to this. But they won their game against a team called the Dragons RFC to make their way through to the round of 16 in the championship playoffs of the United Rugby Championship. So I think that's pretty good for us. I think.
Okay.
If we keep our form, we could go further. I think semi-finals is probably within our reach. It's just.
Could you make the finals?
No, I don't think with the team we have, we're not going to make it to the finals.
If you're not, you are 16th in the standings, aren't you? Right, I'm pretty sure you said 16th.
And we're on a bad run of form.
Are you going to make the semi-finals, or should we just write it off for a year? Maybe start again next year. I don't know.
Yeah, we got to pray. You got to hope for these things.
Maybe it's just your heart speaking, isn't it? Not your head. You're going with your heart.
Yeah, well, you got to root for your team, don't you?
Yeah, no matter what. You know, I think Aston Villa are the best team in the world. You know, I don't care
so
what anybody
delusional.
says, but
So delusional, I bet. It's just not true.
Some might believe it.
Yeah. So, I think to wrap up, 20-minute mark.
Yep.
Obviously, it was going to be a short episode because neither of us know that much about rugby.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Just to say again,
it will be longer. We promise. It will be longer. We promise when we get more knowledge.
I'm not a massive rugby fan, so it's been a bit of a short episode. That's why.
Yeah, but I was never a massive rugby fan either. But I've just got into it recently because of the World Cup.
Again, I should have watched that Netflix documentary. I should have really watched it, but you know, busy weekend. I'm sorry. I watched the Chiefs instead. I chose to watch NFL instead of rugby. Maybe we can get a debate in the comments. What sport's better, rugby or NFL?
Oh, that is sacrilegious.
Let us
That
know.
is a sacrilegious question to ask.
I know if you ask the hardcore rugby fans or rugby players, for example, they'll go crazy about it, wouldn't they? You know. Yeah. But we'll just wait and see what the comments say. You know, let the main people, the people on the bench, they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. I don't. Yeah, just to say, this is episode 2. So thank you for watching. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for watching and listening.
I think now for episode 3 will be about basketball, bit of NBA,
bit of an NBA chat. One.
So if you guys enjoy that, that'd be quite nice to speak about. Every episode is on Spotify, and we're going to be making sure it's on YouTube this time as well. For episode 2, we're going to bring you some clips onto Instagram and onto YouTube, so look out for that. Anything else to say, Matt? Not too sure.
No, I think that's it from me. I think episode 2. I know it's short. I know it's
short than last
one.
It's
probably not the.
It's a bit shorter than last one.
Yeah, if you're looking at 2 idiots wanting to talk about rugby, it's definitely not us. You should be, you should be watching because we are not that knowledgeable on it.
Yeah,
but
we just thought we'd try. Don't get me wrong. As the episodes moving forward, we'll do a little bit more research into it. You know, trying to find out the latest news, latest topics, and we need to start watching more sports if we're going to be speaking about a variety of different sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that's it from us from the Benchwarmers podcast for episode 2. Make sure to join us on Spotify for the next one because it is NBA. It is NBA. We were talking
Spotify
NBA
and YouTube.
And YouTube now. Because
yeah.
I pressed the play button. I managed to press the play button. I recorded it.
I couldn't believe that last episode, right, guys? We literally found out right at the end. So you've got to click 2 buttons. One, you got to click record on the audio, and you got to click record on the Blackmagic sort of video device sort of thing.
Yeah.
And Matt forgot to click record on the video device, and I was so upset because it was such a good podcast. The first one about football, it was going so well. There was a few I saw in the comments there was a few mic problems. Apparently I was too loud. Hopefully I'm okay this time. I've put the mic up a little bit further up in the sky, let's say. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just watching at this point. But hopefully it's all good. We'd love to hear some more feedback. We'll probably try and get some more questions in the Spotify.
In the interaction,
interaction bit. So yeah.
Just leave your comments as well if you want any sport in particular. You know, just send me or Harrison requests or anything on social media.
Or just send it on the Benchwarmers podcast Instagram maybe.
Yeah. So
we'll put some polls on Instagram as well maybe.
Yeah, just any of that really. But anyway, I think that's it for us for the episode 2. We'll see you in the next one.